All right, folks. Here's Mike. I'm headed out today to do a little afternoon hunt. It's 12 o'clock noon. What do we got for a temperature? Well, it's 12:13. Friday, November 14th. What do we got here for temperature? Looks like we're around 40 degrees. So anyway, I just got packed up. I got all the gear in the car, and I brought my big battery pack today for the GoPro. So let's get some good footage for you guys today. I want to take you along on this little hunt. I got a doe tag. I love to fill it. My son and I leave next Friday, actually a week from today. We're leaving for our 8-day hunting trip up north at camp. So I'd like to I'd like to get a doe today. That would be super. But I want to take you along. So we'll see you when we get there. We'll park. I'll get ready, and then we'll go for a walk together. All right, stay tuned. Hey, so we're on our way. On our way to the secret spot. That's all you get. So this is my second time out here. This is my second day. I gotta turn down the radio here. I don't want to get a copyright strike. So this is my second day out this season. Boy, the last time I was out here, that last video I made for you, man, I had a great time. And saw a bunch of sign, didn't see any deer, but you know, I could see where they were, but I want to see the tracks that they're standing in, if you know what I mean. Anyway, so I shared with you all that I entered a giveaway for a Big Woods Buck tracker jacket, Rick Labby's jacket, that he actually wore, I guess he said 4 or 5 years, and he's shot some big deer in the jacket. Well, he signed it, and I won the jacket. I won the freaking jacket. I got a text last night from his wife, Nancy. She told me that she got it in the mail yesterday, and it looked like 2 to 3 days it would take to arrive. So I'm anxious to show you guys the jacket. I'm anxious to see it. And Rick had mentioned to me, well, not to me, indirectly. I didn't speak to him on the phone or anything, you know. He's kind of a big deal. Oh, there's 2 deer way out. Oh yeah, way. Yep, I just saw 2 does way back in that field right there. Sweet. They're up feeding. Anyway, so Rick was happy to know that I was actually going to wear this jacket and not put it in some big frame and hang it up on a wall or something. He was thrilled that I was actually going to wear this jacket. So I am going to wear this jacket. And hopefully some of his luck will rub off for me. And I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I'm almost to the spot. So we'll see you in a few moments. And thanks for sticking around. I can't wait to take you on this hunt today. Here. Got you guys plugged into the big power pack now, so I shouldn't lose you guys. And hopefully I've got the camera at the right angle. You just never know when you're doing this. This whole filming thing obviously is new to me. I mean, the YouTube channel isn't very old. The Croziers from Maine. Look at this. There's a doe track. Look at that. And there's a deer track right there. It's crazy. Doesn't surprise me. I saw 2 deer. Well, I showed you that earlier. We were coming in, driving in here. Saw 2 deer standing off in a field. So now I'm going to start being real quiet. So I have to walk in a little ways before I can load up. At least by law. I try to stick to the rules. It's relatively quiet on the leaves. Not as quiet as the last time I was out, when it was snowing, that wet snow. But this isn't horrible. I can work with these kind of leaves. There's no wind to speak of, so that's not going to help me out today. I'll have to check my... Well, when I load up the rifle, I got to check the Onyx and check my wind direction, because I'm going to try a different piece. But I want to make sure I've got that wind in my face as much as possible. Again today, the BIR 308. I'm using Winchester 150 grain ballistic silver tip rounds. That's all this rifle's ever fired, and it's what it's zeroed in for, so I just stick with those. They've done good for me over the years. I don't know. Yeah, right. It's a moose. Alright, I'm gonna load up. Grab my magazine, my clip. If I can find it, get it out of my vest. Make sure that safety's on. Perfect. All right. Oh, I'm gonna check that Onyx. Let's see where we're at here. I love that app, Onyx. Absolutely love it. Let's go, phone. What do we got for wind? Oh. It's northwesterly wind. Okay. Alright. I can work with that. I guess I have to work with it regardless. I just have to find a different way around these pieces. Just gotta keep that wind in your nose whenever you can. So I got a doe tag for those of you that, for those of you that are new watching this. I bought a doe tag last week. I'm saving my regular tag for up to camp. 3.5 hours north from here, we got a beautiful camp in the middle of nowhere. God's country. But that's where I want to get my 200 pounder. And so I got a doe tag. It's good to get down here and just get out in the woods. I've been itching to get out in the woods. Yeah, that's another whole story. And then I was lucky enough to get permission to hunt this area. So grateful. So grateful. And it just feels good to be out. So, anyway, I'm not sure where I was going with that, but okay, the temperature's about 40 degrees. Winds probably 5 miles an hour. 5 to 10, the weather said. But I've got a gentle breeze coming out of the northwest. So once I get down into where I gotta be, then I'll figure out how I'm going to attack this piece of woods, because I'd like to get in and see a doe. I'd like to get a doe. I'm not so much going after a buck, because I really don't want to shoot a small buck. If I saw a 6-point, I'm going to let it go. Now, if it looked like it was a 200-pound 6-pointer, well, that's another whole story. But my mission is to get a doe today. So, let's see if we can do that. I'll check in with you in a little bit. This kind of shit pisses me off. That's exactly why landowners post their land and don't want anybody on their land. Is because of pigs that leave their fucking garbage. Excuse my language. I'll have to edit that one out. Alright, on a different note, I'm using a different grunt tube today. I'm using what's called the Extinguisher. I forget, I guess Extinguisher is the company, I don't know. But it's got a sliding reed fawn doe buck. I tend to like it between doe and mature buck. Sometimes a mature buck grunt, a really deep low one, can actually spook deer. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not messing with that guy. He's too big. I am not going after that guy. And a lot of times it'll spook deer. So, I like to use a younger buck grunt. It's your all around perfect tone, I think. Personally, it's my opinion. Alright. Let's see. Sounds good to me. Alright. We'll see in a bit. What to do? I could go down there to the bottom and then cut into this piece. I was in there last time I was here. But my first plan was to take a right here and go hunt the piece of woods. When I was in here scouting on last Sunday, I jumped 2 does. And if I had a doe tag and it wasn't Sunday, could have flattened a doe, no problem. Oh, there's a gray squirrel. Jeez. What should I do? The wind is coming right in my face, so fortunately for me, either one of these that I take, the wind is in my favor today, right now. I'll go poke around where I saw those does. Why not? fresh tracks in the leaves. I'm going to swing around. I want to get up on this little knob right here. See what happens. There's a barring. Oh, I can see a trail going right up through. See it in the leaves. They're feeding on these acorns. But that's a nice barring. Little licking branch. So I'm gonna come up. You can see in the leaves. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but this was recent, probably this morning. You can see right where they were dragging their feet and eating the acorns and whatnot. That's fresh. Fresh boo-boo. So I just looked on the onX, and that property stake on this side I can't be on. So another good thing for onX is it's gonna keep me on the right side of the law as far as property boundaries. So I gotta be on that side and work my way that way, keeping this property to my right side. So yeah, here we go. Nice little piece of hardwood. I love to hunt where hardwoods meets the transition between softwoods and hardwoods. I love skirting that. Jumped a lot of deer. bad over the years. Is perfect. It's coming right at me. Man, I feel like I'm gonna jump a deer any minute. Oh, let's go. See what happens. There's something over there. I'm trying to call that buck out. I could hear him. I could hear him making a rub on a tree. Just after I grunted. I wish I had my doe bleat. Mind you, I'm not after a buck. Well, I am. But I use the grunt tube, so I sound like a deer. I'll check back in a minute. I'm gonna wait right here for a little bit. I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna do what I don't think I should do. It sounds like a couple deer. They're in that thick junk on the back side of this little knob. I'm just gonna one step it, take my time, and grunt. I'm gonna look down on the ground when I stop. And I'm gonna look for the quietest walking path through this maze of litter. And then always keep my eyes up on the horizon. Except when I'm studying the ground where I'm gonna walk. I'm not trying to be too quiet. I do want to sound like a deer, but I don't want to sound like a human. I just got busted. I just jumped a deer. It was a buck. I don't know if you got that on camera. I'm gonna have to look. It was out about 40 yards, 50 yards from me. Fuck. Shit. Sorry. Oh, man. That was close. Oh, I hope the GoPro caught him running off. Oh, man, that was close. I knew there was a deer. I should probably shut up because there's probably more. Well, that was close. That's hunting. I'm glad you guys got to see that part. Keep my eyes peeled. Oh, man. I knew we were close. That was a good sized deer. It didn't have a massive bone or anything. I mean, it looked like a basket 6-pointer. Nothing I'm after today. Last couple days hunting season, you bet. But well, that was freaking awesome. Stalked right up on him. But he caught me first. That was cool to see a buck, though. That was cool. Scrape. That's fresh. Oh, this was a interesting, fun day. I'm on my way out, obviously, because I'm not whispering. Well, I'm eager to go back and check that footage to see if the GoPro picked up that deer. The one we were stalking there. So anyway, I'll throw together a video for you guys, and thanks for coming along with me. I hope you had just as much fun as I did. That's hunting. At least we saw a deer. We got close, very close. So I will see you soon. Thanks for tuning in. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps the channel a lot, and we appreciate it. Alright folks, I'm gonna finish this walk, get out of here. Oh, one more thing. Let me know in the comments if you guys have experienced ticks. My God, they're horrible. They're still horrible. So, I can only imagine I got a few on me. I already picked one off my wrist. So, I'm sure it feels like they're crawling all over me now, of course. Alright, anyway. Getting back to the vehicle, get out of here. And get ready for the next trip out, day 3.